All right, should I start? Somebody want to give me the heads up?
Acha, link.
Yeah, it's here in the Shoutcasters Vice channel.
Good shit. Hey guys, welcome back to the Alliance Cup. Day one, we got White Shadows versus Rise of CJ. Really interesting match over here, and joining with me today is my co-casters, Lebu and Hickory. So, you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hello, everyone.
Hi guys, I'm Lebu.
Alrighty then, let's get right into the game now. Going right into the picks and bans here. We've got Zoe, we've got Zinzao banned on White Shadow's side, and over on TBD's side, we've got the Victor and the Lee Sin side. So, do you guys want to talk about White Shadow's bans? I mean, Zoe's and Zhao, they're pretty strong picks. What are your thoughts on the bans? Do you think they could have been better bans?
Yeah, like Zinja has been a top tier pick all throughout this tournament and throughout this preseason, so that just like speaks for itself. Zoe has some like untuned ratios on her, so her Q does a lot in the hands of a good player.
Exactly, like Zoe has been in permaban in almost all the rank and tournament matches by far I have seen.
Yeah. And Ezreal also another solid ban coming out from White Shadow because he's been dominating this bot lane with the recent Kleptomancy stuff. Like he's been popping out, reaching those star spikes much earlier. And we see a Jarvan first pick for White Shadow.
Indeed, and I actually, White Shadows, they look really confident in their ban phase. I mean, they didn't really take time to hesitate their bans. They just, insta banned Zinzao, Zoe, and Ezreal, all really good champions with really high win rates at this patch right now. Whereas, TBD, I mean, their bans are a little bit different. I mean, they went for the Lee Sin ban, which I guess is targeted towards Draciel because he is a really good Lee Sin player. And two mid laner bans for White Shadow's mid laner Scrub there. So, I guess TBD is trying to focus towards the mid lane. I mean, I think their entire draft plan is to get a really good matchup over in the mid lane and try to snowball the game or carry from the mid lane itself. Whereas White Shadows is more of they're building more of a team comp, getting the tanks, getting Jarvan, which has been really strong in the patch, and taking Ornn, which has been almost the most irritating and strongest top laner. So, it's really interesting. I mean, you have two different styles of drafting here.
Yep. I feel like CJ has a lot of pick potential with that Jhin and the Thresh.
Like so far I have seen that CJ has picked comfort picks. Like Honeybear is a very good Thresh player, and as far as we have seen, Brad Life has literally stormed this tournament with his Wukong in the past matches.
Yeah, Himane, I've been skeptical of his Wukong jungle myself. Like I was like, nah, this is a weird pick. Is this gonna work? And then he proceeded to just destroy the enemy team. So props to him. I think he's gonna have a very good showing against White Shadow.
Yeah, I mean, right now we've come to the second part of the draft phase. You can really see the Janna being banned over on Bangladesh's side. I mean, that just goes to show you that they want the Wukong pick to work. They're confident that that pick and Janna being the ultimate counter to the Wukong.
Yep, removing the strong disengage. And the Z ban coming out from CJ.
Another mid lane ban from CJ.
Yep. And the final ban for White Shadow will be Maokai, also a solid top laner.
Yeah. Alright, anyways, got the Maokai and Nar. Yeah, so they really, they're trying to ban, in the second part of the draft, especially for White Shadows, they were trying to ban out the good matchups for Ornn. They want to let Ornn have complete lane dominance and try to snowball some sort of advantage from the top lane. So Nar and Maokai go really well into an Ornn, so it was an understandable ban from White Shadows.
Yep.
So what do you guys think about Cho'Gath against Ornn? CJ has come up with the Cho'Gath.
I feel like it shouldn't go too well for either side. It's more of a meat shield matchup there, but I don't know. Not sure here. I feel like Ornn will have the upper hand though. Oh, is he a
Yeah, I
Syndra
think.
locked in?
Yeah, I think actually Cho'Gath it should be like an okay matchup into Ornn. I mean, I do believe that Ornn is gonna have the advantage in top lane, but I really think there were like other picks to go around the node. I really think Trundle is a really good pick into the Ornn or just against a tank in general. But
True.
if he feels comfortable on Cho'Gath, why not?
It's like, do you really want to trundle into? I mean, do you really want to comp with no tanks against stuff like Ornn and the Braum? Like they will have heavy meat shields, whereas you will have nothing.
Indeed. White Shadow, they have a really good comp. They've got the Brahmin, they've got the J4, they've got the Ornn, they've got the tanks, and they have like really good damage dealers coming out from Misfortune and Syndra. Whereas TBD's comp is more of like a pick and more of like a pick kind of comp. I mean, you have the Lux with the single target. You have like the Jhin that can catch people out. You have the Thresh as well, and you also have a little bit of team fighting. I mean, Cho'Gath's just gonna get tankier as the game goes on, and then you're gonna have the immense amount of CC coming up from Wukong. So they've kind of picked almost a all-rounder comp, whereas White Shadows went for the more standard tanks and high damage dealers.
I feel like we'll be seeing like backline dives from both teams with the Jarvan and the Wukong. Like the Wukong will be looking to get into that backline to like blow up the Misfortune and the Syndra, and the Jarvan will be looking to do the same to the Jhin and the Lux.
Yeah, and the worst part is for like both these comps is all the carries, like all the mid laner and AD carries on both the comps are like very immobile. I mean, you have Syndra, like they don't have an escape ability in their kit. So if like one of the high damage dealers or tanks are able to go on the back line, they have to burn flash, or else if they don't have flash, they're instantly screwed. So that's also one thing that they should keep in mind is that the positioning of the carries this game is going to be super crucial.
Yeah, well, like the Jhin, like I feel like he can kite back, like stay at a respectable distance and do his thing. So will the Lux, but I don't know. I don't think I could say the same for the Syndra and the Misfortune.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, she's gonna pop out, but what then? How's she gonna deal all the damage after that? But she's gonna be really reliant on her ultimate, I think.
Since we have like about a 1 minute 50 seconds left in the spectator delay, let's just go through the lane matchups and see how they go. So let's start from the bot. So bot lane, we've got Misfortune and Braum versus Thresh and Jhin. Who do you think has the priority, and how do you think this matchup should go?
Honestly, I really don't know who to give the matchup to, because I feel like this
in
could
the
go.
early laning phase, MF will have the upper hand. Like after the runes have changed in the preseason, like MF is a very high peak right now.
Yeah, with her summon area and the Q damage and the E damage, like.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think I'll have to give it to Misfortune and Braum over Jhin and Thresh. Loki, you're an ADC main. What do you think? Is Loki not here? Yeah, actually, Loki's taking a break, I think, or something, yeah.
Like in late game, I think MF is a lot dependent on the ult. And from the CJ, they have a lot of knockups.
Exactly.
Like
they have ways to get into the backline.
Exactly. Like both of the teams, they have the potential to dive in the backline, and they also have the disengaging, like a Braum.
Yeah. But I feel like if the Thresh plays his role properly, like I think he will be able to negate some of the damage from the Jarvan, I guess. With that ultimate, with that flame, like he can keep the Ornn and the Jarvan somewhat away from the Jhin and the Lux. But we'll just have to see how it goes.
All right. We're going into the game right now. Who do you guys think is going to win? Do you think White Shadow from India is going to win, or TBD from Bangladesh? Game right now.
My vote goes for White Shadow. Like I don't know. I think they have a better team comp here.
Oh, you're siding with India this time, huh?
It's not about India. Like it's like team comp.
What about you, Babu? I think he's AFK. Where I'm gonna go with since you're gonna go with India, I think I'm gonna go with Bangladesh. I think TBD can pull this off. I mean, even though White Shadows have a better draft, I really think TBD does have potential to pull off this.
It's Rise of CJ.
Rise of CJ. Oh my man. I really think Rise of CJ has the potential to pull this off. So I don't know. We'll just see how overall, I'm just hoping that we have a really good close game. I mean, that's all I ever want, to be honest.
Yeah, like as long as it's fun.
True.
Interesting. Both of the mid laners, they took heal instead of ignite.
They're looking to play defensive, I guess. Like survive for as long as they can.
Actually, no amount of ignite this game. I mean, both supports have taken exhaust as well.
Yep.
So,
And we see a pause coming out as is tradition.
Alright, so we've got some connection issues going on, just the usual stuff. Nothing too insane.
Yeah, nothing new here.
And I think Vichy is reconnecting.
Hopefully we can get this game started pretty soon. But yeah, I actually do expect White Shadows to invade. I mean, they have a Braum, they have they have decent level 1 abilities with the Syndra and the Braum especially. So I'm actually looking for a invade on White Shadow's side.
Yeah. I feel like they should have the upper hand with that Braum.
So Jin just wrote in the all chat, "Watashi wa kokoro desu." Does he even know what that means?
I am the heart. Okay.
Yeah, it means I'm the heart.
Yeah, that's all.
And
the red team, I think they're going for an invade.
Okay. Jin taking a lot of damage here, almost gets the full stack kill, goes on to Sin. Oh, Bad Light going really low right now. Draysel going low. The flash auto will not kill him. Exhaust is going to go down. Jin's going to go down first blood. Synth is going to take the first blood kill. And White Shadow's looking to get another kill. One more auto to get the stun off. And does he do it? No, he doesn't. So...
yeah, so White Shadow... I think they'll be happy with it.
So the Watashi wa kokoro desu didn't work, right?
It did not work out.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
He just got a heartbreak.
True.
Yeah, so Rise of CJ, I think action potential mispositioned there a little bit. He went a little bit too deep into White Shadow's territory and kind of paid the price. I mean, it was really unfortunate that the flash one-shot auto onto Draysel didn't kill him. I guess that was just a bit unlucky, but yeah, White Shadow, they come up with the first blood, and they basically draw first blood to the game and have the lead. So it's going to be really interesting on how they extend the lead, and hopefully they don't throw.
Yeah.
Oh, this is actually really interesting. So Draysel doesn't really do this much. Oh fuck, we have a pause. Brad Life DC. But what Draysel's doing right now is really interesting. They got the first blood. They realized that there's no summoners on Jin. So what he's doing is he gets level 2. He gets level 2 off the red buff, and he's gonna go in for a level 2 gank, and they're gonna try to get the Jin. I hope they have in mind that Thresh has his flash. So if they focus the wrong target, then that could just be like a summoner burn. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna get something off this play. Either a Thresh flash or a kill onto Jin.
Like so far, 5 summoners has been burned from Rise of CJ. Like that was a pretty bad trade for them. Like Jin doesn't have any of the summoners left.
Yeah, and he's getting level 2 ganked right now as well. So hopefully, the best thing that could happen for Rise of CJ right now is to see the level 2 gank coming, which I don't believe they can because they don't have any wards in the enemy jungle. So the best thing that could happen right now is for Honey Bear to blow his flash, and hopefully they both survive. But worst case scenario is Jin dying, which I assume that's going to happen right now. See Draciel in the bot lane. White Chat is playing very aggressive here. They kind of messed up the... he's still going to go for it. Gets a double knock-up. Honey Bear's going to go really low. Hooks Braum in. He's going to take about one turret shot, and then flash away. So, I guess CJ got the best out of that trade. I mean, there wasn't really much to get out of that play from CJ, but I guess they could be happy with that. That was some pretty interesting disturbance. But we have a level 2 gank from CJ Bradlife over in the mid lane. Unfortunately, he does not have any crowd control. And Jmotha is going to burn the flash over there. Draciel trying to come in for a return gank, but nothing much happening.
Yeah. Oh, my client crashed. I'm going to have to reconnect.
Rip. That happens. But, you know, there's just been a lot of action going on in the early game. I mean, both junglers did decide to go for the... Oh my god, Bradlife's caught out. He's going to be dead right here. Smites the crab to get a little bit of HP, but he's going to go down. That's just very bad pathing from Bradlife over there, in my opinion. I mean, he didn't have flash. He's taking the crab a little bit pushed up into the enemy territory, and he's going to lose the red buff, his own red buff for that as well. So that's going to put him down further.
Jhin is pretty low right now.
Yeah, this is a very unsafe lane for bot lane right now. But Jhin has to... Yeah, he has to stay behind the... He has to stay safe right now.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah, he's been forced to recall and see some brawling going on top.
The top lane is just going to be pretty much a stale lane. I mean, you have these two beef tanks. They're just going to keep, like, it's just basically a wet noodle fight. Like, this guy's going to slap this guy, then that guy's going to slap this guy, and they're going to go back, heal up, and then they're just going to come back and slap each other again.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's been Bradlife kind of behind in his jungle, lost his red buff and gave up a kill to Draciel. So he sees top lane pushing a little bit. I think he's going to try to do something here, but Draciel is going to be staying there to counter gank it. Draciel does have the double buff, whereas Bradlife does not have any buffs, so he's not going to be looking to fight him in a 1v1 or a 2v2 scenario.
Yeah,
he's just going to go take the Krugs. I mean. I really like that ward that's being placed by the blue team deep into the bot side of CJ's jungle. It's like right behind it's like right next to the blue buff rush right there. That's actually a really important ward right there because it'll show like it'll show exactly where CJ is on the map. I mean, Bradlife is on the map. Because like right now, you know that his red buff is gone. You know that he's taken his blue buff. You know that he's taken his wraiths and his golems. So even though that ward expired, I'm pretty sure that White Shadow does have in mind where Bradlife is on the map. And we have another gang coming in bot lane. ACL being proactive all over the place. Honey Bear not having flash. He's gonna give his life up. Jhin trying to do what he can, but he's gonna go down eventually. They're gonna give it to Sneaky, I believe, and Sneaky. Shwedan is going to be picking up that kill. What a beautiful gank from Draciel over there.
I feel like now the Jhin is so far behind, and with that kill on like, it's going to be a lot of pressure for the Jhin and the Thresh. Like, and just that Draciel is going to keep coming back to that bot lane since it's so easy to gank.
They have typical high and low junglers. You don't have flash, and they're going to be sitting bot 24/7.
Exactly.
So MF is going for the dust.
And now Draciel goes on.
Oh wow, Bradlife getting caught out in his own jungle. Has to go away. Knockup does land. I do not believe they can do anything. Bradlife gonna go in. Lux getting the roam priority first. TP is gonna come out. CJ looking to punish this pretty hard. Draciel, the bind does not hit. Flash onto
that would be a kill onto
Bradlife. He's gonna go down. Here comes Cho'Gath. Synth, you're dead for sure.
Man.
That's gonna be picked up by the Lux.
Oh. Like, you have to like the synergy from CJ.
Oh, they're gonna go for the dragon. They're not enough. They want the dragon right now.
Yep.
And
You got
Syndra is
Cho'Gath
sitting
slash.
right in a word. And
Syndra.
Cho'Gath says, hi.
Oh Lord, what is the Syndra doing? Stepping on a ward, getting hit by every skill shot. I think, is she gonna try to contest this? No, they're just gonna give it up.
Nah, she can't.
So that's a problem when you're a little bit too aggressive. You know, you don't keep the TP timers in mind and stuff like that, and then you just end up. You know, it was a good play initially, but then you know they didn't have.
I feel like
the
they
TP timers.
overcommitted. Like, they should have gotten out when the Wukong used his decoy.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like going in and EQing him was much too ham from Drasil.
Yeah, I think that was just a very cocky play overall, or it's either a cocky play or a miscommunication, because I don't think White Shadow realized that Fishy did not have TP up in the top lane, so he couldn't join the fight. But that actually puts him right now at a really big disadvantage, because Cho'Gath, I believe, got an assist off that kill, and he's even in farm, so you know I'm pretty sure he's gonna have an advantage over in the top lane.
Yeah.
So far, Jin is really behind in CS, only 37 to 52 from Miss Fortune.
Yep. Those 15 CS.
No, wait, White Shadow trying for the blue buff. Did they get the blue buff? No, I don't think so, but now Draciel looks like a new target. He's going to go down. Action potential picks up that kill. He takes the red buff as well.
From Lux. Did a lot of damage. I think it got 3 of them.
And that's just, you know, White Shadow again, you know, being aggressive. You know, they invaded Brad Life the first time. They got cut for that. They went for the second time, and they gave up a kill, and they lost blue buff. So they need to slow down here, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So far, White Shadow's warding is really good. Like, do you see those control words, like deep words in red jungle?
Yeah, like, I feel like their vision control is on point, but it is going much too ham.
Yeah, I think the vision control is good, but the execution is pretty bad. I mean, the last 2 invades they've had were complete failures, so they need to I think JCO should just go back and start helping his laners instead of just invading the jungle.
Yeah. I can see where he's coming from. Like, you see this odd Wukong pick, you want to like get the first step, put him behind, but then you know he's playing Wukong because he knows how to play Wukong. He's used to all this early pressure, like, and he comes back, bounces back with that kill, and he's back in the game.
True. We might have another gank over in the bot lane. Draciel, level 6. The Lantern Torch is out. Action potential is going to go down. Now Honey Bear is going to go down as well.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have face checked that bush.
I feel like at this point the Jin and the Thresh are just behind, that they have no choice but to relinquish the laning phase and just get whatever CS they can and hope for some good team fights, I guess. But like this bot lane, I mean, Draciel, he's been like focusing this bot lane ever since the beginning of the game, and I think that's going to be the first turret gone. Yeah, MF even ults the wave. They really want the start, and they're going to get it. Well, like 1 creep left, but I'm pretty sure they're going to tank like a couple of turret shots, and they finally get the turret.
Why should they got the first tower? And so far, I've seen that only the top lane has been in order. Like, no, not in order. 83 to 68. The Rise of CJ, they're behind 3k gold lead.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. So if you're Rise of CJ and you're put into this exact situation, you know, you're behind 3k, what do you guys look at to come back into the game? Like, what type of plays, what type of mindset do you put yourself into to, okay, that is a very...
Oh, that was a good snare onto the Syndra, but Lux will have to face tank that out.
There's a very weird ult coming out from Lux right there, but there's like no damage coming out from Syndra's ulti, so... this actually looks like a really bad play. They've got Brad Life here. I think WS knows this.
And what's your rotation in the top lane from WS?
Here comes Bad Life. He goes in for the ulti. He's in turret range right now. The White Shadow looking to turn this around. They got good amount of damage on the Cho'Gath, but can they follow up? They're trying to. I don't think they can, though.
They get Cho'Gath's flash, but MF has to burn heal for that as well.
Heal for flash and Wukong ulti. Worth or not?
Gracias is in the top right now. Might just go for Red Life.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna see another scuffle on the top lane, especially since that Cho'Gath does not have flash.
This is funny. Action potential walking right into a J4 Cataclysm.
And
flash on the Cataclysm right there. Honey Bear looks like he's in trouble. He's gonna flame away and go back to safety. But that flash was pretty good by action potential.
I mean, a millisecond later, and he would have just been cucked right there.
Pretty much. But they're still losing pressure on the top side, you know. Draciel and Synth are just able to walk into the top side jungle and say, this is my jungle right now. And they're going to take the turn as well. CJ need to contest somehow. Bradlight does not have ulti. The Jin's W does go wide. The hook goes wide as well. And WS are just going to go back to sieging this turret right now.
Yep. And I feel like they're going to get it. Like, there's not much they can do.
Out.
Nah, it's like... I really don't see the Jin providing much assistance at this point in the game. Like, sure, when he gets to that 3-4 items, he's gonna do something. But right now, he's just walking gold for WS.
Yeah, pretty much. It's Dragon's up. I think Cross Academy should prioritize this Dragon right now, and we've got a DC.
And we've got another.
We've got multiple DCs.
Yeah.
That's was that 3 DCs, I think?
Right?
Yeah. I feel like they're just going. Yeah, I feel like they're just going to get some, refresh that battle ping, reconnect that client.
Get out of the tilt zone.
Yeah.
Refresh.
Yeah, take a breather.
Yeah, refresh your mind and come back with the take White Shadow off. Hopefully.
Yep. I feel like if I'm CJ right now, I'm looking to the Wukong and the Lux to do most of what needs to be done, because Jin, he's not gonna be doing much anytime soon. So yeah.
True. So what White Shadow is looking to do right now is their goal right now is to start taking almost all the objectives and start cracking down the tier 1s. I mean, they've cracked down the top and bot lane tier 1 turrets, and this mid-tier turret is looking pretty strong due to the sufficient wave clear from Lux. So I think with that Rift Herald, they should be looking to take this mid-turret down and taking the dragon, and also start contesting CJ's jungle camps. Oh yeah, we're back in the game.
Yep. You see the dragon being pinged.
Yeah, you can see the dragon being mispinged as well. Red Life hitting on the blue buff. I think White Shadow knows this, and they're trying to contest for it. I do think Lux saw the play, so he's going to take a more safer route to get his blue buff. CJ, Brad Life on the other hand, taking really low, just tanking that blue buff. And here's the siege onto the mid lane turret.
So the White Shadow, they're going for the mid turret right now.
The bind goes wide.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna get this right without much opposition, or will they? Nope, they ran out of minions.
CJ's not even contesting these pushes. Like, they're not even
the turret, exactly.
They're not even trying to protect these turrets. They're just like, alright, I'll just try to clear the wave with whatever I have. But now, finally, they've started sticking together, and they're actually holding down this turret. Bad Life looking to make a play there. Doesn't find it though. JCL taking his red. He goes for his Krugs. I really think they should start the dragon.
Yeah, with how much pressure they have, I feel like they do win these team fights with that Ornn and that Misfortune.
The blue team, they can go for the Rift Herald right now, because the red team, they don't have any kind of vision there.
And we see CJ starting off the dragon.
CJ actually starting off the dragon here. I don't know what White Shadow is doing. They're going to come in. Bullet Time's going to go down. Cataclysm is going to go down. Cho'Gath is going to go fall. That's going to be a double kill. Ornn ulti is going to come out. Oh no, J4 is gonna go down. Honey Bear with really low HP. Triple kill coming out from this Fortune. Skra is gonna pick up the piece on the Honey Bear. And oh my god, CJ, that was a pretty, I mean, plus 10 for effort, but that was just poorly executed.
Yep. I feel like that was very good initiation by Braum. Like, he went in with that ulti, put up the shield, let MF do her, like, just channel her, the full length of her ultimate from behind, and, like, absolutely deleted Brad Life and, like, the Cho'Gath Melody. That was nasty.
Brad Life gonna go in on Skra.
Big ultimate from Brad Life.
He's gonna go down. That was just, yeah, I think...
First ult from the ADC.
Jen. Hook does land. Draciel flashing forward. Going on
Q from Draciel.
Oh, he's gonna
Flash out.
get out.
That was a narrow escape for Lux.
I feel like that went in the J4's favor since, you know, Flash on the J4 versus Flash on the Lux.
So yeah, now Rise of CJ is like 8k, 7k, 8k gold behind, and you know, with the picks they have, I really don't see a comeback happening.
I'd like to agree with you, but you know, I also want to see a comeback story. Who doesn't? To be honest, and it's like, I don't think they're even going to reach the late game stage without losing so many turrets that it doesn't matter.
Like, we can see how confident the WS player right now are. Like, look at the Ornn. He's like literally going to the red realm there.
Yeah.
That was a miss hook from Thresh. Because the blue
With
team
Shadows finally being started by White Shadow. They're gonna take it with ease. I don't think Rise of CJ, they should try to contest this, but they're not instead. Oh wow. So it's gonna be made onto curtain call's gonna come out. Synth is gonna ulti flash back. He's gonna die right here. Mispositioning from Synth. We can even see the question mark pings coming out on the side of White Shadow. They know they messed up there.
Yeah.
And there are two tanks saying hi to each other.
Yeah.
Yep, it's just a wet noodle fight. They're gonna say hi, this guy's gonna say hi, they're gonna go back, heal up, and then hi again. So with even with the Braum dead, Rise of CJ, they weren't really able to do anything like with Braum being dead. I mean, they were able to push a wave in mid, probably get a little bit of vision control. But, you know, right now, they're just so far behind that pick is just completely negligible. Like, right now, White Shadow is going to push up, they're going to get vision control again, and they're going to start to siege the second-tier turret over in the mid lane.
Yeah, I mean, they're what, like 8k gold behind right now? So, like, how do you really come back?
Well, Sneaky, it looks like he's going to flash away. Good stun coming out from Cinder right now. Bullet Time's going to pick up the kill.
I feel like that was a good engage, but without the Cho'Gath and some more follow-up downs from the Lux, like, it didn't really work out for them.
Like, it was a close call for Misfortune right there, but there was no Cho'Gath. Like, it was a 4v5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also believe that they're just really too far behind to make those type of plays anymore because oh wow, Scrub gonna make him very low. Ulti's gonna come up and kill him even through the Braum shield.
Yeah, that was a very good pick onto him.
I'm surprised we didn't see misthings for that.
No, that was just a very good ulti from that man.
Death Note there has been playing surprisingly well. I think he's 3-0 right now. He's probably the most consistent on Rise of CJ right now, and if they're looking for any comeback potential, it has to be through this guy over here in the mid lane.
Yep. You like their comeback? Like, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Like, the things they need to do to come back is like, get a very good initiation with the Wukong ult, and if Lux can provide the follow-up damage onto the carries. I feel like that's their ticket.
It's gonna be pretty hard because White Shadows, they're not gonna throw that easily in this game. I mean, they've probably given a couple of kills here and there, but I really doubt they're gonna give objectives such as like Dragon or Baron. So.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a possibility now, but it's a very slim chance.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Death Note can make it happen. He'd become a god if he did.
Yeah, true. And we see White Shadow starting off the Drake.
He started off. Station clearing is going on right now. Rise of CJ, they're a little bit packed together. Are they looking to fight this or not? The W goes wide. Blue team does secure the Drake. And White Shadows, they're just, they're just together right now. Oh, Draciel does see an opening. Will he go for it? Meanwhile, Skra taking very low with the Lux ulti. W is going to go wide for the second time. Curtain calls up. From Shield is going to tank all of it.
We see Cho'Gath TPing in.
I think
there's
White Shadow. Oh, they're going for the extra large flank. Honey Bear trying to go up. Here comes the ultimate Cataclysm. Is going to go completely wide. Orin taking a lot of damage. Here comes the flank movement from the side. He's going to go. Stra's going to go down instantly. Now the target's going to be on the Sneaky. He's staying alive. Stacks are on. Honey Bear lands the most. Oh my god, what is that hook? That hook was beautiful. And Rise of CJ are actually coming back in the fight. Honey Bear with the insane hook onto Sneaky. This guy's going to go down, and a double kill goes onto Lux. What was that team fighting?
Oh my god, one love elimination.
I don't want to say that I told you so, but I told you so. It's gonna be that Wukong ultimate into that Lux, and amazing hook coming out from Honey Bear. He has been a really good Thresh, really playing very consistently on that champion.
Indeed, and they're going to get their first turret of the game. That should get some gold onto the team. I mean, besides the kills don't really matter. It's more about like the turrets right now. WS have 3 turrets, whereas Rise of CJ have got their first turret, so that should get a little bit of gold onto their team. Oh, I do see the Baron things. I mean, when I see Baron things, I get excited because everybody's gonna throw it.
Baron team fight, those are some exciting things.
Yep. So yeah, I really don't think White Shadow is gonna be starting the Baron anytime soon. I think it's just gonna be another 10 minutes of I'm gonna clear vision, then I'm gonna clear vision, then I'm gonna clear vision, then I'm gonna get caught.
But we do see
wow, White Shadow forcing it pretty hard right here. Cho'Gath looks like he's gonna the target. Lux ultimate does almost so much. Both doesn't do anything, but Skra is gonna go down by action potential. White Shadow's retreating in defeat. What have they done? Vine's gonna go on to 2 people. Wukong ulti is gonna come out. Oh my god, Synth is gonna go down. Now Warren's gonna go down. And it's gonna be the Baron. Rise of CJ have crawled their way back into this game and is now in the driver's seat.
Yep. Will the steal get the steal though?
It is possible. I mean, Brad life very low right now. Oh no, Sneaky!
He's getting eliminated. Andrews!
Oh, he gets the
steal! What a god! I mean, he times it perfectly. My goodness. I feel like Sneaky went in, got their team's attention while Drasil just went in the back. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. That'll be a free Baron. Like that was so good.
You know, there was actually a really good percentage of him stealing that because Bradlife was really low and he was far away from the Baron. But Dre CL, you know, coming up, just saving his team from a loss.
Yeah, I mean that would have been a lot of gold back into CJ's hands. Like, when you're in White Shadow, you really don't want that to happen.
Like so far, Rise of CJ, they have made a comeback. They're 4 kills ahead. Although they don't have a goal lead here.
The goal lead has gone down to 5k from 8k, so at least that's something. It's stopped the bleeding.
So if they got the Baron, I'm pretty sure they would have literally won the game off that. That Baron steal is like the only reason why White Shadows is in the game.
Yeah. And I have to commend the Death Note.
Like so far, what do you guys think? Why do you think that White Shadow, they are losing the team fights?
Death Note has been playing out of his mind, and Ornn has been making some questionable engages. Like his ultimate did not catch anyone; it caught Wukong's decoy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and in the last team fight, we have seen the Misfortune Owl. That was like
Misfortune also went wide as well. I think it only got, and that's
another. Ornn got out right here. Fine's gonna land. He's gonna go out. GG Ornn. Oh, here comes JCL. He's gonna try to do something. I don't think they can.
Nope. I don't see it happening. Oof, what a nail-biting match.
White Shadow still has the Baron, so that's going to be preventing any more sieges from Rise of CJ.
Yeah, I still don't think they're good. Ooh, that's a very good Syndra. I think,
Yeah, White Shadow, they need to try to shut this Lux down. If they can shut the Lux down, then that's gonna be a good chunk of damage from Rise of CJ just gone, and they will be able to win the team fight. So, you know, they need to try to shut down this Lux.
Yeah, I mean, she's just fed off her mind right now. 707. She has the Dark Seal. She has the Mornomicon. She has the Luden's Echo. She's almost going to have that. She's going to. Oh, and that's an engage. Oh, that was a very big ultimate from.
Bullet time doesn't really get much. CJ Bradlife surviving with such little HP.
Have you seen this guy's decoys? Like, he's been baiting ultimates left, right, and center with that. But White Shadow
is going for the Infernal there. The red team, are they going for it?
They're going to get the Infernal Drake.
Another
get into the back line. I don't think he's gonna get anyone.
Nobody's fearing for Sneaky, but Sneaky is somehow alive. Clash now looks like he's in the fight. He's very low. Action potential flashing right in. Sneaky flashing right out. Gets the kill though. Can Bishi take him down? He does get the shutdown, but he looks like the new target here. He flashes out, and that is, I believe, a 2 for 2.
Yep.
Or 3 for 2.
3 for 2.
Okay. So the blue team, they got the Infernal, and that was a really close call for them. Like MF and Ornn, they literally like narrowed in margin.
Yeah.
Although the red team, they're winning the team fight, but they need more objectives.
Yeah, they need turrets to stabilize the goal lead, and they need to start taking some of these barons and hopefully, dragons, sorry, and hopefully a baron.
Yeah, and the Jin's pretty much back in the game too. Like, he has 7 kills, he has that Duskblade, he has that Ghostblade, that Rapid Fire Cannon. Like, he's going to be doing a lot of damage right now.
Indeed, I mean, he had a really rough early game. You know, his team kind of helped him crawl back over in the mid game. And, you know, even though he's down in farm, he does have the kills and the assists to back up his gold. And, yeah. He's able to dish out damage.
Yeah, and MF is like what, only 40 gold ahead of him? It's not too much.
Yeah, something like that. On the bright side of White Shadows, Draciel is still a level higher on CJ, so. Who gets handed over to Lux. Yeah, so I really don't think nothing crazy is going to happen at this stage. I could be wrong, but there are no objectives on the map right now unless two teams want to fight over okay, never mind. This guy gets caught with a binding. Here comes the hook. Ornalty's going to go down. Bullet time is going to catch a lot of people, but doesn't take out Brad Life, sorry. Hook is going to go out. Does miss. Fishy, sorry, is going to go down. Here comes the curtain call. Bind lands onto Braum right here. Hook, unfortunately, goes wide, but it doesn't really matter. That's a double kill for Jet. And Rise of CJ are just able to stomp White Shadow right through the woods.
I mean, the Wukong and the Lux, they're just putting in so much work. Lux gets the snare, that's an instant ult from the Wukong.
Exactly, and Lux is 7-0.
Yeah, she's good. Like her snares and all that.
Damage by Lux.
Yep. There's a very nice cutter to the week, getting 2 people over there.
See, I told you, Hickory, that even though White Shadows has a better comp, I still believed in Bangladesh, and they, proved you wrong and me correct today.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
Yeah.
So the White Shadow, are they going for the Baron there?
Yeah, I think they're gonna rush the Baron. Yep, they're rushing the Baron. Not a very good play, but Draciel is confident in his smite. So,
yeah, but we do see Brad.
There's not like no vision on him, so I really don't.
But I see Wukong there.
Here comes the Ornalty, here comes the curtain call. Bradlife is gonna go in. He goes in a little bit too early now. Mike, oh my god, none of the junglers secure the Baron, but White Shadows, they look like they're in the lead right now. Bullet time's gonna go out. Does catch, oh my god, the bind catches 2 people. Takes up the very low HP.
But I don't think that's going to
Right, got Draciel trying to go a little bit forward. A triple kill coming out from Horn. And what just happened, boys?
Oh, that was a very good Baron call from White Shadow. Like, they knew that the team was not there, and they just went for that Baron. And by the time they got there with the Orn,
it was kind of like a clickbait. It was kind of like a clickbait, like, look, I'm here.
Yeah, and they just baited the team there.
They literally fell for the trap.
Yep. They walked straight through that bullet time, did a lot of damage onto the carries. And even though Lux did get a very good snare and ult, that was not enough to save the team fight for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bradlife is dying too early there, trying to secure that Baron was...
yeah, it is too early for that.
Yes, too early. What they should have done was, they should have waited for White Shadow to do the Baron, and then they should have had like a proper engage. Maybe then their chances of winning a team fight would have been better. But either way, I think Rise of CJ did what they could. Draciel going a little bit aggressive here. Here comes the Lux. Oh, the Cataclysm's gonna go down. Lux taking a lot of damage from bullet time. Sonya's Hourglass is gonna come on. Meanwhile, Honeybear's gonna go die. Here comes Bradlife. He's gonna get a knock up. He's gonna flash out. He's gonna get CC'd. He's gonna go down. Draciel still chasing the Lux. Draciel does get rooted there.
Cataclysm from Draciel.
Like, this looks very bad for the red team. Like, whatever lead they have just acquired, like, it's all going in vain right now.
Pretty much.
Wander their lead, and that should be inhibited, right, for White Shadow.
And pretty much Bradlife is making like almost 90% of the mistakes there.
Oh, the OT is gonna go down. Action potential gonna still be alive. Root's gonna go down. That's gonna be Shadow's gonna take, and CJ is losing. So White Shadows, you saw them stutter in between, and they stuttered a lot, and they threw a lot. But they still came out with the Baron steal and they secured it. And I think White Shadow just played around Baron just better than Rise of CJ.
Yeah. Exactly, like that one Baron call was like kind of like the end. Like, unless the White Shadow make some grave mistake down there, I don't think so. Rise of CJ can come back.
like White Shadow has better team fighting, but I still don't know. Like the Wukong and the Lux, those are very big variables. Like I feel like
I think the last few team fights that Rise of CJ had was all like miscoordinated. I mean, you saw Brad Life try to go and steal the Baron, which they failed to, and then you had they did pretty well in that team fight, and then in the Dragon Pit. You had the Cataclysm hit onto Lux, and she just ate the entire bullet time damage, and Cho'Gath wasn't even there. So the last two fights that CJ has taken has been kind of shitty. But I think if they can get like a proper team fight, they can definitely come back.
Like so far, I have seen the CJ. They have got a lot of CC. Like if you are caught in Lux's snare, you are done for. So we see a battle ping pause here.
Yeah, I think Viserion disconnected.
I don't use battle ping. Do you?
It's like, why play at 80 ping when I could play at 50?
I play at 40 ping.
Ah, you lucky dog.
Which I find it very difficult.
Lucky people.
Okay.
Like here, I consider like 71 to 69-ish ping as lucky.
Bro, that's nothing. Back in the UK, 15, 13 ping there. 13 ping on a good day, 15 ping average.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Like I have a friend in Malaysia, he gets like 15 to 20 ping. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, anything below 20 playable.
yeah. So back in the game.
Playable. Yeah.
LOL.
Okay.
Alright, so we're back in the game. White Shadows. They're trying to look to siege this top lane turret, I believe. Oh wow, Brad Life is gonna get caught, but is it ACL that's actually gonna get caught? Bloodtime's gonna go down and just gonna get destroyed.
Oh my god, that bullet time was nasty.
Indeed it was. Lord ulti is gonna go down, just hits the Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath pretty tanky, knockup does go out. Fine lands on the Draciel, Curtain's Call. It's 1, it's 2, but that's about it. But you can really see Rise of CJ's base is kind of bleeding right now. And even though White Shadows do not have Baron anymore, they still have the push advantage because it is a 4v5 at the moment. So they're going to be looking to knock on the top lane turret, which they'll definitely get, and definitely get the inhibitor right now. Unless Rise of CJ could pull something off. Can they? It's the hooks coming onto Ornn. Here comes the Braum ulti. Action potentials get deleted by the Syndra ulti. Syndra over on the side is able to get a double kill. Shut down on Jhin, plus a kill on the Thresh. He's trying to get the triple kill, but he's a little bit too far forward. Gets a triple kill, trades his life for it, and now Cho'Gath, the last remaining member of Rise of CJ, up. He's gonna finally go down, and that's
GG. And
White
that
Shadows.
GG.
Okay.
Beating the third seed of Bangladesh, second seed?
For the red
Third
team.
seed, I believe.
Third seed, alright.
You well played both.
Yeah.
I mean, Rise of CJ, they could have came back. I mean, it was an interesting, overall. You had White Shadow in the lead, and then you had them throwing. It was an interesting game, but White Shadow just proved that they were the better team today.
All right. The next match, TDB versus. No, sorry, RVX versus the OGs, I believe. So
when is that?
Stay tuned. RVX versus the OGs, the next match, though.
Oh, like, are they starting right now?
Alright.
Alright, give me like 2 minutes while I get some dinner.